Jaclyn. Welcome back to Dreams in Music and Makeup, or welcome here if this is your first video with us. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Consider subscribing if you are new around here. I know about 85% of you watching aren't subscribed to my videos, and I love creating content for you. It helps me a whole lot more if you're around here more often to let me know what you'd like. So click that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell next to that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with all my new uploads. Today we are discussing products that I regret purchasing. This is a trend of videos that I've seen floating around YouTube, and it's one that I find very interesting because a lot of time we're drawn in by the hype, we're drawn in by the packaging, we're drawn in by whether, we have it in another shade and we just want to collect it. I think it sheds some light on some different consumerism type themes. I wanted to discuss with you some things that I regret purchasing and why, so that hopefully you can avoid making similar mistakes to what I have done. So if you like the thought of this video, give it a big thumbs up for me if you would like to see more things like this. If you have any requests for new videos, as always, leave them in those comments down below. I do read everything. This is the Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Shaping Chalk powder. That's a mouthful, and this is a mess. While I'm not opposed to using powders in the brows, because this is just powder packed onto a little paddle and there's no liquid to it whatsoever, it literally just kind of dusts this stuff everywhere. It kind of falls down, it falls all over my makeup desk, it makes a huge mess, and I just don't think you have enough control for what they were trying to achieve with this method of application. This was a definite no-go for me. After 2 or 3 times of this kind of raining down and ruining my makeup, I gave up on it altogether. There's a couple of things in here that have a similar theme, so I'm gonna kind of mention them together. These are both e.l.f. products. e.l.f. is one of my favorite brands out there, and they're very economically viable. That's why I tend to gravitate towards them. I feel like they're very accessible. And I picked up a couple of lip products that are just not the right undertone for me, and so I never reached for them. There's nothing wrong with the formula, it's just not something that looks good on me. The online pictures were misleading, or the description I misinterpreted, and these are similar in that they're both pinks. Both of these have kind of what I interpreted on a computer screen to be a blue undertone, but what appears to be much more of a yellow undertoned pink for both of these. Personally, that just makes my teeth look hella yellow. I don't like certain pinks. I have to kind of see it in store or see it in person to really know. This one is the Tinted Lip Oil in Pink Kiss, and then this one is the Lip Plumping Gloss in Sparkling Rosé. So we have the oil up here and then the plumping gloss down here. The oil is just so uneven in pigmentation that for me it's not only a yellow pink, but it's almost like milky in areas and visible in other areas. It just did not work for me. And this one, I think you can see, it almost looks like a peachy pink, but against my teeth, it really just looks like a yellow-based pink, and I can't wear that. These are the Slim Revlon Ultra HD lipsticks. I picked this up in a couple of shades. This one is HD Sand. I think I also had HD Desert. I'm not sure where that is or if I just got rid of it. Sheer buildable, very comfortable, creamy lip colors. I have a very high standard when it comes to lip products, and this makes most of them not stay in my collection, and that is that if they have that horrific white line on the inner rim of my lip within just a handful of hours, I'm over it. That's so difficult to remove once it really forms that those lip colors that do that are not worth it in my opinion. I'm better off just wearing a balm and never ending up in that position than I am to wear a lip color that then betrays me later on in the day and makes me look older than I am. That's why I tend to gravitate more towards glossy or creamier finishes, because I tend to have that separation issue less. However, I found that the waxes in this really separate, and it's very quick on me, so this is not even practical to have in my purse, because if it makes me look like garbage in a very short amount of time, this isn't helping me at all. Like, nope. This is an unusual one. So this is the Sephora Bright Future Color Corrector in the shade Pink. You guys know I like this formula. My complaint here is that they didn't update this packaging. I bought this at the exact same time that I bought the concealer, and it has the new doe foot on it where you can actually swipe some coverage and get some coverage rather than dotting minuscule amounts over and over and then it's like dry by the time you get enough on there. It's obnoxious. Like, I would like this to have this doe foot. Why haven't we done this yet? I don't understand. Maybe I can pop the valve out of there and it'll be different, but then it'll just get really messy. But I'm really disappointed because since I knew they had redone this packaging, I really thought they had done it on the entire line. Like, why wouldn't they do that on the color correctors? I don't understand. Okay, this one I'm still kind of working with to see if I can make it work for me. But this one I got on a flash sale. I believe it was one of Ulta's one-day sales on an item, and this is the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid from Urban Decay. When I received this and when I tried it out for the first time, I found it to be very different than that formula. It's very sheer, and you can see that as it blends out, while it does brighten, it's pretty uneven. It just didn't look that great under my eyes. I am going to keep playing with it. I want to like it. I want it to work, but it just hasn't given me enough oomph to really be a color corrector. It's not the same coverage I expected from the Naked Skin title, because I used to love that concealer. I just don't really have a color match in it all year long, but I went through multiple vials of this concealer, and I think this is the only concealer that I've ever finished. Obviously the concealer version, not the color corrector that I'm holding in my hand. I think for that reason, I was really disappointed with this formula. I am still going to try to work with this and see if I can get it to work for me, but just want to update you guys on this. So far, it's not looking so hot for this one. I have mentioned this brand before, and while it is kind of a hot topic to talk about, it's not something I enjoy talking about. I'm a pretty positive person, and I don't really enjoy dwelling on the negative. That's kind of what this video is about, because I want you guys to be able to avoid some of the purchase mistakes that I've made. So please take everything I say with a grain of salt. We all have different preferences. This next brand I'm very opinionated about, and I would like to protect you from the same misleading ideas that I had about this brand, Morphe brushes. I have purchased about $400 worth of their products over the last handful of years, and I have been severely disappointed with the quality control of their items. All of the makeup that I have purchased has been incredibly disappointing and like kids level crap makeup. The brushes, a lot of them, the ferrules have come unglued, like they arrived like that, not it just happened over time. The bristles fall out, they have a lot of breakage, they have a lot of shedding, there's a lot of inconsistency. I've bought multiples of the same brush and they look entirely different. Handles are different, the ferrules are different, the numbers are the same, the density is different from one brush to another. I mean, I could break them all out and show you. I don't think it's worth your time. Brushes that I did enjoy, they discontinued and relaunched in a completely different format. I'm guessing just so they can charge more money. I don't really know. I can't get behind a company that's like that. I can't get behind a company that sends immaculate products to all the people that are paid to talk about it and can't do any quality control whatsoever when it comes to their paying customers. The palette that I was so excited to get and waited months and months to get and then finally got was the 35O. This palette has been very famous on the internet, and it smells like it's from Claire's. It smells so strong, and I swear every time I use this, I get styes on my eye. I didn't contaminate this. I use clean brushes. There's no reason why I should have any problems with this whatsoever. I can't trust that quality control at all, and I will never, ever put their eyeshadows on my eyes again. I would love to be able to join in with all of you people who are loving on the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette that launched last year. It's beautiful. It's so tempting to me because it's a very diverse color range, and I've been following Jaclyn for as long as she's been on YouTube, and I would love to support her, but I cannot in good conscience give that company any more of my money. I truly cannot. Like, as much as I would love to play with those colors and see textures that everyone's talking about with that palette, it's an ethics issue, and I will not support that company any further. That's where I stand on it. You can do whatever you choose to do with your money. If you are happy with your purchases from Morphe, I'm happy for you. Like, don't think that this is one of those things. I'm not out to get them. I have no interest in supporting the brand with the evidence that I have been supplied with my many dollars invested in the company. Felt good to throw that one. I needed to do that. Something else that I regret purchasing, I will have to insert a picture of what the packaging is supposed to look like. This is the Model in a Bottle setting spray. This is in a NYX setting spray bottle because the packaging failed. Leaking all over inside of the box, the bottom of the bottle was punctured somehow, and I was incredibly disappointed. This is something that I've been looking forward to trying, that I heard a lot of people recommend on YouTube years ago. Model in a Bottle is a brand that's been around for a while, and I picked up their sensitive skin setting spray, which smells like lavender, and I was really excited to try it out, and I was so disappointed that I had basically flushed half of my money down the drain because there was only half a bottle left. Put it in this bottle to salvage the rest, and honestly, every time I spray this on my face, I feel like I'm gonna gag because it's so high in alcohol content. It really does smell like I'm spraying lavender scented vodka on my face. As a more combination leaning dry skin typed individual, that holds no appeal for me. I need to have something that's going to lock in my makeup for wear, but at the same time is going to help with that hydration factor. I never reached for this. I'm really sorry that I spent my money on it for multiple reasons. Would not recommend, and definitely not for sensitive skin when it's like 90% alcohol. Just because I dislike a single product in here doesn't mean I dislike the brand. That's not how it works. I judge each thing individually. I have high standards for my makeup. Regardless of the price point, I need it to perform how I expect it to, otherwise it's not worth my time. This Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Glow is the definition of a glittery Oompa Loompa. Like, if that is your life goal and you're my complexion, please buy this. You will get there. If you would like to be a glittery Donald Trump, you can do that with this. I mean, look at it. It literally is nectarine glitter. How that's a bronzer, I don't know. How it's any kind of face product other than maybe a highlight for deeper skin tones, I don't know. How was this recommended to me by multiple YouTubers? I really don't know. It sits in my collection. Anytime I break it out, it ruins my makeup day, so I can't get behind it. I would love to know who their target audience was for that product. Similar product, completely different problem, is this e.l.f. I believe that's their mineral bronzer, or their baked bronzer, in the shade St. Lucia. I believe Kathleen Lights recommended this, and for that reason have tried multiple times to try to get this to work for me, and it's not gonna happen. I don't know if I just got a dud, so please tell me your thoughts on this down below. Maybe I'm just not like as close to paper white as I thought. I don't know. I can't hardly get this to show up. Can you see that? It literally looks like a shadow. That's me building it up 3 or 4 times. I have to dig my brush in there and it still doesn't show up. In a lot of foundations, I'm not even considered light. I'm considered fair. And this doesn't show up on me. I have taken a comb to this multiple times. I've scraped off the top layer. If you're not familiar with that, basically e.l.f. packs them in like this so they don't break in shipping. You're supposed to scrape off a layer of their baked products to get the best results. It doesn't make a difference. I don't know if I got a dud, so please tell me if you guys love this and it's pigmented for you. Please tell me. I don't need it to be crazy pigmented, but I need more than this. This is a highlighter from The Balm. This is something I purchased on Nordstrom's flash sale site. The Balm comes on there every once in a while, and you can usually get their products for about 50% off. This I paid half price for, and I still regret it. And this is the Cindy Luminizer of the Luminizer Sisters collection. This is the kind of pinky peachy highlight that looks far lighter online. This is not a highlight for me. Maybe a blush topper? Let's put some on. Why would I have spent $12 on a blush topper? To add a step to my routine. That doesn't compute for me. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just, am I gonna remember to do this with this product? No. No, I am not. Like, it's pretty. Do I need it? No. Why did I buy this? This one may come as a surprise. Our last item is something high-end, and it's something that I lusted after for months. This is the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. This is a holographic palette. Holographic. duochromatic palette that has 4 shades. I think this palette is the definition of me shopping with wishful thinking. I'm a very neutral kind of person. I love wearing earth tones. I love wearing colors that occur in nature. I love doing minimalistic or bronzy looks. I am not someone who rocks green, blue, purple, pink on regular days of my life. I just don't. And as much as I would like to, I don't like frosty or shimmery versions of those colors typically. That's not as flattering. These can also be used as face highlighters, but being a warm undertone, with the exception of the green, none of these would really be ultra flattering on me unless I'm doing a targeted, specific themed look. I've reached for this maybe twice. I'm really sad to say it. I try to reach for it more. I put it out in front of myself so that I will reach for it more, and I still struggle. Don't feel like my money was worth investing in this, and it's not because the product is subpar, it's just because it doesn't fit my routine, it doesn't fit my lifestyle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different for us. Let me know your thoughts down below. I am generally pretty positive. This is an example of a somewhat negative themed video, so I apologize if that came across a little bit Debbie Downer, and other videos are sure to look up. If you are interested, I did just do a video review of a foundation that I'm really enjoying, and I will link that for you if you've not seen that yet. Go check that out if you haven't already. Hope you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. Keep dreaming. I'll see you in my next one.